Hello and happy Friday. So happy to be here. It's definitely a weird time. Like it's different. I never do anything like this on a Friday afternoon, but I'm so happy that you are here with us today, whether you're watching live, you're watching on the replay. I wanted to come on and talk to you about a few special announcements that we have. So, if you're watching us live, tell us in the chat where you're watching from. But we are going to talk about something really special today because let me pull this up here. Hang on. I prepared something just especially for this. And that is registration for the Poddy People Co-op is officially open. So this is my brand new group coaching program, and I'm leaning like really over to the side because of the way like I didn't do the graphic. Oh, wait, hang on. I always do this wrong. I didn't do the graphic like perfectly centered. So I'm like, hey, let me lean to the side. But then that gets me further away from the microphone and it gets awkward. So yeah. Stacy's here from Rhode Island. So happy that you're here. Yeah, this is like I like doing fancier things like this, but also I'm like, I did not measure things properly. So I'm leaning way over so you can see it. But yes, registration for the Poddy People Co-op is officially open. And if you're like, well, what the heck is that? What are you even talking about? This is a 6-week group coaching program where I'm going to be walking through with podcasters how to take your show to the next level in 2022. And it's really centered around the fact that I've had so many messages of people saying, will you listen to my podcast and tell me what you think? Will you just go look at my podcast website and tell me where I can make it better? Will you go and listen to like my first 5 episodes? Will you go listen to just my trailer? Will you go look at my show notes? Will you go look at my podcast description? Am I in the right category? Like I get all of these questions a lot. And it's just been so many times. And I'm like, you know what? Why don't we open this up to having an actual cohort of people that I could walk through the different aspects of podcasting, the things that I have learned that help me really elevate my show in the last 12 to 24 months. Like things have changed dramatically, dramatically in my show. And there are a few reasons why. So if you haven't attended, we have this training right here. It's the 4 reasons your podcast isn't growing and what to do about it. I have the registration link up here. So if you go to crystalprofit.com/training, we have one more of these free trainings happening on Monday, the 24th. So I highly encourage you register and come join us. It's been a really awesome training to where people are having these aha moments of, oh, I'm guilty of doing that. Maybe that's why my podcast isn't growing. Or I didn't realize I needed to focus on this rather than that so much. And a lot of the things that I have learned that have been on my own podcast journey, they've come from trial and error, but they've mostly come from the fact that I was like this. And I say this, it's not a dramatization. For the first 12 months of my podcast, my growth was about like this. It was flatlined and pretty just sad. Let's just call it what it was. It was really sad for a while. And I was looking at my numbers and I thought, this isn't good enough. It's not good enough. Like my expectation of how I just wanted so badly for my podcast to work. I knew that what I was creating wasn't bad. I knew it wasn't total crap, total garbage, but why aren't more people listening to my show? That was really the question that I had for so long is what do I need to do? Like whose arm do I have to twist, to get people to listen to my show? And then it was through that experience that I learned how to market my podcast, how to talk about my show, how to get really super clear on the topic that I wanted to speak about, as well as the audience that I want to really focus on so that people know when they see my show, they're like, ooh, that was created for me. Oh, she had me in mind, like, she's talking to me, like, I love it whenever I get a message, so this makes it will make my entire week, not just my day, it will make my entire week when someone emails me or sends me a DM, sends me a Facebook message, whatever, and they say, "Your podcast episode today, like, you are in my head. Get out of my head. Everything that you said, like, I've had all those emotions, or I've been through that experience, or that's what I'm going through right now. Like you just knew. How did you know?" So much of it comes from my own personal experience as a podcast host, as someone that has created lots of podcast episodes. I know what it's like to be on the struggle bus. I know what it's like to go through peaks and valleys of my show where I'm like, oh my gosh, yay, people are finally listening to my podcast. But then after a while, I'm like, I'm not growing anymore. Like, what happened? Where did all of this like rush and excitement that I had whenever I was launching my show? Where did all of that go? It's not fun anymore. And that's the thing that breaks my heart as a podcast coach. I hate it when people come to me and they're burned out. They don't like their podcast that much. They're about to quit, or all of it just stresses them out. They still do it, but they're not having fun doing it. And they're like, what is this all for? So if you're like, yes, 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 all of those are me. I hope that you come and join us in this free training for 4 reasons why your podcast isn't growing and what to do about it, because it's something where I'm going to lay out what you should do. I really just pointed out a lot of the reasons why your podcast may not be growing, but in the training, I'm going to walk you through real life examples of what either I have experienced, has worked to turn things around for my podcast, or what other members of our community have done. And I just think it's so special to see someone who took an idea, took a topic that they wanted to talk about, and just an idea, right? It's just like the little seedling, and then now you see them blossom into this amazing podcaster that's helping people change lives, helping them. I'm thinking of one particular student who she just really helps people feel more comfortable in what they're doing day in and day out, taking care of other people. And it just makes it makes my heart so happy. So I hope that you come and join us in the 4 reasons why your podcast isn't growing and what to do about it. You can go to crystalprofit.com/training. But I did wanted to go ahead and let you know that the Poddy People Co-op, I don't think I have it up here. Do I have it up here? Hang on. Hang on one second, because I don't think that I put it up here. Here it is. Poddy People Co-op. I'm going to update this link real fast because it is not the correct thing that you should go see. If you are interested in joining us in the Poddy People Co-op, like I said, this is our group coaching program that we just opened, and it's going to be open for enrollment until Monday at 7 p.m. Central. But this is the Poddy People Co-op. So go to thepoddypeople.com to learn more about it. Like I said, it's a 6-week group coaching program where we're going to have podcast audits. We're going to have group coaching. We're also going to have an opportunity for you to work one-on-one with me if that's something that you're interested in doing in 2022 to help you meet your podcast goals. But that's all I have for you today. I wanted to come and do a quick session on what you can expect when you join us in the Poddy People Co-op. I hope to see you in our free training again. That is going to be on Monday. It is actually Monday in the morning. So it's 10 a.m. Central, Monday the 24th. And that is 4 reasons why your podcast isn't growing and what to do about it. Go to crystalprofit.com/training to join us. And I hope to see you there. I hope that you have a fantastic weekend. I hope that you are having good weather wherever you are. It's a little chilly here just outside of Houston, and I'm ready for it to warm up again a little bit because I don't do well in the cold weather. I don't. It's not my favorite, but here we are. Like I actually have a blanket right here, and I had my space heater on earlier. So I'm going to turn that back on in a second because it's getting a little chilly in my office. But y'all have a fantastic day, and I will talk to you soon. And as always, remember, keep it up. We all have to start somewhere. Bye, y'all.